and good evening. 6 o'clock, which means one thing, the launch of the brand new one-day special. Hi, Hayley. Hello, Hayley.
Well, sorry, I was moving stuff. I was moving stuff out of the way. Sorry, hi.
It's been, because I've not been in for ages. It's been ages since we've worked together,
It
actually.
is. Well, I think it's ages since we've crossed paths, isn't it?
As
so,
well.
Yes, I'm
also.
looking forward to it.
Cool, thank you, lovely. Now, today is all about the templates. So the one-day special it's all on this board here. These are the large templates. So
what we've done is we've designed 2 templates that are designed to work together. So when you sew them in a checkerboard pattern, so you know, alternate ones, then you get completely different results.
Right.
So if you have a look at probably the one behind me first, this is what we've called your linked loops.
I like it.
So this one, as you can see, it looks quite a complicated pattern, but it's actually, we've made it super simple. There is one block which is an octagon with 4 triangles on the corners. Yeah. And then there's a second block which is a square with 4 pieces around the outside. And then when you put them together, that's when you get those interlinking loops. So you can, you can do some really clever things with them. Yeah,
it's almost like when I look at it, it's kind of like some optical illusion.
Yes. Yeah, a little bit. And you can, you can play, we've got some in different colours and you can play around with the patterns and things like that. But you can have a lot of fun with these. And we've actually kind of, in the one-day special, done a bundle of 3 different templates that all do this same kind of thing. So we've got one called Noughts and Crosses, and that is over on your side. There's a pink option over there and there's a red and green option over there.
Oh, over there.
Yeah, over there. That's your Noughts and Crosses. With this one, you've got, again, it looks a little bit more complicated than it is, but it's really simple to sew. You've got 2 blocks there. You've got one with the 4 small squares on the outside and the kind of big cross in the middle. And then you've got 2, one other block, which is the one, you can probably see it quite clearly in the centre there, the white one, that's got the black edging round it. And what we've also done is we've done them in 2 different sizes as well. So the one-day special is all the large templates. Yeah. And you do have other options, which, you know, I'm sure you will take them through and make it crystal clear.
I'll try my best. This reminds me of, in fact, the red one particularly, the red and yellow one, reminds me of the Tetris game.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Other games available. Right.
There is a 3rd one, which you have the instructions for underneath there. It's the spiral one. Because
I've got a picture of it.
Right. They're coming with in a minute as well. Okay. So when you get your template, you're getting one of the sheets that Alex has got there, and they are to plan your colours out.
Oh, okay,
now,
that's nice.
I must give a shout out to Josh. Josh helps me with all the design work. Yeah. And he said you should laminate it and then use kind of dry erase markers on it to plan it out, and then you can use it over and over again.
Genius idea.
I know, he's a good lad, isn't he?
Genius.
Yeah.
I haven't ever heard Josh. Who does he know?
Oh, Josh has been around for a while. Oh yeah. He's not new. No, he's not. He's new since you were last up.
That's why.
You were up a while ago. So these are the instructions that come with it, and these are crystal clear in terms of how you put each of those 2 blocks together, because each set of patterns have 2 individual blocks. So that is the most complicated of them. That is the spirals, the splendid spirals. And that one is the most complicated. That one we're going to do tomorrow morning.
I like it.
But what we've done is we've put 3 different kind of levels in there as well. Okay. So if you're a more experienced quilter, the first one I'm going to show you, the Noughts and Crosses, that can literally just be a really quick sew for you. And then the next step up, which is the linked loops, which is the one behind me, that one is a little bit more complicated. It's got one more extra element in that you kind of have to take care of. So that's the next step up. And then the final one, which we showed you, was the spirals, and that's your more complex one. So we're going to do that. We're going to try and do one every hour, and then we'll come back to any questions.
Can you do the spiral one at 4 o'clock tomorrow, as well as tomorrow morning?
Yes, we'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow morning and 4 o'clock just for you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. I noticed you've also popped some like rings in so that we can put them together.
So when we cut our templates, we put little holes in all the corners.
Yeah.
And that is so when you've got them all, you can keep them all together so you know which ones go with which sets.
That's good.
Because then it just makes more sense, doesn't it? So they've all got the little holes in the corner so you can loop them all together. Now when they come to you, they do have that protective sheet on. So don't be confused if they all turn up white. It's just a protective sheet on the front to stop them getting scratched.
Yeah.
And then when you pull those off, I'll do the back as well. Oh, I started the front off to make it easy, but I didn't do the back. There we go. What I tend to not do is take the piece out the number. Because I think that sometimes just helps you, especially if you've got it on dark fabrics, to just see where you're going. But you can take it off if you wish. It's entirely up to you.
So the numbers are the order you go in. Is that right?
Sort of. We're gonna go through that in a second. But I know you need to do numbers first.
I will do numbers. Right.
Got to do the admin.
No, I'm a secretary.
I think you're more than a secretary.
Yeah.
But some secretaries are very important.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Secretary of
stuff
State.
wouldn't get done. Yes, that's quite an important one.
Right, so it's everything on this board is the one-day special. So again, you can see you've got your collection to do your noughts and crosses. You have got your collection down here to do your splendid spirals. And then over here, you've got your collection to do the linked loops. Marvellous. So for your one-day special, all of this, I've just seen the saving, Hayley, £17 off.
Yeah, we've done the very, very best that we can on this one. Now you can get them as individual ones if you just like one of them, but the biggest saving that we've got is on the bundle of all of them together.
100%. Now it is on Flexi, 2 payments of £19.99. 900004 is your item number, so that one is your official one-day special. Then we have also got the smaller templates of the same thing. Yes,
exactly the same patterns that you'll end up with. There's just one larger and one smaller. So if you're doing something like a quilt, then you probably want to go for the larger ones because you'll get bigger impact and you'll cover more area more quickly.
Yeah.
But then if you wanted to do a coordinating cushion, or something that is going to match in with it, then you want to go for the smaller one because again you'll get over a smaller area, you'll get more detail, you'll get more pattern.
Lovely. Now, have you left me some samples under here?
Yes, there's a few bits and pieces under there.
For the small ones?
That's for the small one. Yes.
So there you go. Lovely colours, of course. It's a really nice set of patterns, isn't it, that you can create?
But it's unusual to get two that are designed to work together.
Right.
And the other thing is, everything that you make will come out with the same size finished square.
Okay.
So if you do want to mix and match them between the sets, you can do that as well.
Lovely. So that's a nice sample.
Oh, they're for in a minute.
These ones?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
They're for in a minute.
Then if you'd like to go for this collection, it's £34.97. You got a £4 saving on that. And you can also, can we spread the cost on? Oh, we can't on this one. Okay, 708577 is your item number. However, if you want to go for the whole lot, the larger...
That was an excellent lunge, I liked it.
Thank you. That's my exercise for the day.
Done.
So if you want to go for the whole... Oh, Marcus is telling me I've got to stay here for the next 10 minutes.
He's lying. He's just messing with you.
And now an extra saving of £5 on this one. So that takes it then to 2 payments of £34.97. Item number is 067070. There we go. So it's even if you're an experienced quilter or maybe...
Yeah, so you've got three different skill levels there. So you've got your kind of one that's pretty straightforward, and also it's kind of, we did it for 2 reasons. One, if you're kind of going on your quilting journey, if you're just starting out, then you've got one to start out with, one to then stretch you a little bit further, and then one to kind of take your skills to that next level again. Or if sometimes you're a more experienced sewer, but you just want a quicker project, something that isn't fully concentrated and is a little bit more kind of freeing, and that's what you can do if you're a more experienced quilter. So you've got a mixture of levels, a mixture of sizes.
Great stuff.
You're all sorted.
Excellent. You can call us as ever 01733 60 2000 or go to the website at hochanda.com. So I think it's important that we sort of see it in action. So I'm going to hand over to you.
So we are going to do the noughts and crosses first. We're going to start easy and work our way up. So noughts and crosses, you have, for the first block, you have 7 pieces. So you have 4 of the little squares. You've got 2 of number 5. So let me get the numbers for you so we know where we're going. Right.
Okay.
You have 4 number 4s. You have 2 number 5s. And then you have 1 number 1 that goes in the middle. So what we're going to do... Oh, do you know what would have been a really good idea? Let's plug the sewing machine in first. Do you mind doing something?
Yes. It's absolutely fine. Oh, right. Lovely stuff. We can call an update because we're busy on the complete, is it? Ah, we are, oh, that's quick. Over 10% of the stock gone already in the first 10 minutes. Brilliant. So again, as you can see, they're all numbered. You've got your noughts and crosses, your splendid spirals, and then the last one is the linked loops that we're coming to. I'm just wondering how many... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's from the one-day special. And then obviously the same again in the complete collection. So that is a lot of lovely templates. 34 in total that you're getting. Have I still got to keep going?
No, I'm all right.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, I may have knocked my mic. Oh, I did. Oh. Oh, I think it's broken.
Alex, carry on. So, oh, she's fixed it.
Have I fixed it? Is it fixed now? Yay! I bashed it on the thing.
What, accidentally?
As I was getting right round.
Oh, all right.
Oh, there's not even any feet on it or anything because we did all the feet demos the other day. Right, okay, we're good. Right, all set. So, just got a quilting foot on, which is 1/4 of an inch. So all of our templates come to you with this 1/4 inch seam allowance already on. So you don't have to think about that.
Good.
It's already there. So, because I know that some people prefer to, cut things with rotary cutters. Other people prefer scissors. I am one of the scissor people.
Okay.
Because I've done it too many times where I've been a bit enthusiastic, etc. Yes. So I tend to prefer to cut with scissors. So I'll draw around them, cut them out, and then start sewing them together. So let's start getting these ones together. So you don't have to think about adding a 1/4 inch. It's already there for you. So let's pop those 2 together. And I've got a 1/4 inch foot on here. We had these on the other day with the 32 piece set. So this is ready to go as it stands. I'm just going to double check because I know this particular machine needs to be stepped across one. So there's got my thread cord there. Let's just pull that back out. Just get that out of there. There we go.
You're right.
Is that it? Yeah, no, it's just got caught under the foot. That was because I was a bit enthusiastic. There we go. So then the next one we're going to do is pop that one onto there.
So you're chain piecing, are you?
Yeah, I'm just chain piecing these 2 and then I'll take them out and cut them and add the next 2.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so that's my first 2 pieces. We are going to split that off and open those out. And then they do say press to the dark side. I prefer to press open. I just find the seams a lot less bulky.
Okay.
It's in, I would say, personal preference, but on some things, especially triangles, it is worth kind of paying attention to which side you do press them, because I want that one back over there. And I'll come across a little bit so we can see both the machine and the bits that we're doing. So I'll press those open, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the second piece on to both of them. So we're going to flip that and pop that one onto there.
I love those funky colours.
Well, this is the thing. These work so well with plains.
Yeah.
So well with plains. But if you've got, say, something like, the nice oriental fabrics.
Oh, yeah.
Where, especially this one I'm doing here, the noughts and crosses, where you've got those big areas, because sometimes the Japanese prints can have quite large patterns on them.
Yeah, big florals.
And this type of pattern, especially in the larger version of it, works so well, because if you've got feature fabrics, you can just break them up with a plain colour, and it can look amazing, absolutely amazing. We've gone with plains just because it's a little bit easier to see on screen. So there's one, there's my second one. And then I'm just going to need a second just to press these open, and then we'll add the last bit in the middle. Have I stitched? Oh, I've stitched it into that thing. I'll unpick it in a second. It's all right. It's just looped in. There we go. It's out again. It's because I'm being a bit giddy. So I'm going to press all those open, and then once I've pressed these open, we're going to go ahead and put the centre piece in the middle. Now, when you had all those pieces laid out, I've got them again here so you can just kind of see them. When you had all of these pieces laid out, you're thinking, well, that's never all going to fit together, because you can see, I'll pull it down a bit so you can see. So I've got those there, that one there, so those in the centre, and then I've got this square here, and you're thinking, well, they're never going to fit together. But because the seam allowance is all calculated for you, once you're finished, it will all be exactly the right size.
Nice. I really like
that. So I'm going to pop this one together, quickly press these, and then get it ready to put that piece in the centre. So if you want to do anything you like, really, tap dance, you can... Oh yeah, show the instructions. That's not a bad plan, is it?
That was Charlotte.
Oh, okay then.
There you go. Have a little look. So in fact, let's do that easiest one first. Hang on, which is the one that Hayley is working on. There we go. So you've got your full instructions. It's all there for you. Here we go. Tells you how to piece them together. Oh yeah.
I'll tell you in a minute then. I forgot to tell you the sizes. So the small templates, you will always come out with a 5-inch finished block.
Okay.
The large ones, you'll come out with a 10-inch finished block.
Right, double.
So really, really nice, kind of easy size. And the beauty of it is you can, because one's exactly half of the other, you can mix and match them if you want to. So you could have a big centre piece and then smaller border, or vice versa. It's entirely up to you.
There you go. And then there's that last one. I really like that one. That splendid spiral. You ready for me to come back?
I am. I'm all good. I'm all good. So we have the two pieces that we've just sewn, so all those little blocks together, and then that is my centre piece there, and so I'm going to add one side onto there and sew it, and then do the same for the opposite side.
I would love a dress in this design.
Well, I'll lend you the template.
You're like, I'm not making you one. No, I really love sort of geometric prints. I love that.
It's kind of got I think quite a 60s geometric element to it. But depending on what patterns you do it in, though, it can look very, very modern as well. Because if you do it, maybe it could be all kind of florals and things, and then you can pick a nice kind of pastel colour. It doesn't have to be kind of black or white to go with it. We've done that just because it's more striking for the TV. But you can do lots of beautiful, beautiful patterns with this. So that is my first part of my block finished. So that needs again to be pressed flat. Yep. And then that's my first one ready to go.
Nice and quick.
So I'm going to press that. Actually, do you know what? We'll start. Can we start on the second one? Yes, we can. Okay, just a second. So the second one is its companion block, so the one that kind of goes with it. And for this one, you're going to need number 2. You're going to need 2 number 3s, and you're going to need 2 number 1s. So there's your number 2, there's your number 3, and there's your number 1. But it does tell you that in the sheet. So first job is to put those 3 together in their little row, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take each of those number 1s and put them top and bottom. But again, as we said before, when you look at it like that, you think, well, that's bonkers. That's never going to fit together. Yeah. But what you've got to remember is you've got a 1/4 inch off each of these, so that's 1/2 inch, another 1/4 inch off of each of these, and that is your full inch that you've got left. Yeah. So maths. We love a bit of maths.
Good.
Well, apparently I am the only person who loves the maths. But it's all done for you, so you don't have to worry about anything. You can literally just kind of cut and sew. it's exactly what we're about, and it makes it, I think, sometimes a more pleasurable experience because you're not having to work with a ruler, and then you can do it dead easily done, because I've got some rulers that are start from the full inch on one side, but then start from the ½ inch on the other side, and if you get it the wrong way up, everything's either ½ an inch too big, or, you know, worst case scenario, ½ an inch too small. ½ an inch too big you can deal with because you can chop it off, but the other way around is a lot more difficult to fix, especially if you've got a limited amount of fabric. So that one is on. We're going to put his little friend on the other side. Just get that lined up at the top. And this is the smaller one I'm working with. This is the one that's going to give you those 5-inch finished size blocks. And the reason we've made it that size is because if you've got things like charm squares and you want to kind of, you know, cut them up to put into these elements, they should easily work with your charm square blocks. So that one again needs pressing. And I'll press that one as well, and then we'll come back and put those last 2 pieces on.
Nice. Okay, right, let's break it down for you, because if you want the one-day special, which is all of these on this board, these are the larger templates, then the details are on screen. Again, you can see you're going to be able to make your noughts and crosses, and they do come with the rings, so you can keep them together, which is nice. Noughts and crosses, your splendid spirals, and then over here we have got the linked loops, and it really is quite a nice large set of templates, this. You've got a whopping £17 off, and it's on FlexiBuy, 2 payments of £19.99. 900004 is the item number. Now, if you want the same designs but smaller and on their own, excuse me, frog, then we've got we've got those for you, and the details are on screen. And £34.97 is the price. Same templates, just smaller in size. Your item number is 708577. They are sweet, aren't they? Little diddy ones. That's cute.
I think they look quite small in comparison to the big ones.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That doesn't help. They do look such a different size. So these are both pressed. So now it's that last step of putting these top and bottom onto it as well. So exactly the same way as we assembled this block, I'm just, rather than the skinny bit being in the middle, the bigger bit's in the middle. So we're just attaching both of those sides on. So let me just get some of these threads out of the way. I went and got my little scissors and then didn't actually cut the threads off. So that one's going to go on the top. And again, remember when we looked at it and we thought, well, that's never going to fit.
Now you can see.
Now you can see it's spot on. So everything's measured out for you. You don't need to think. You just need to sew. We need to think a little bit, because you've got to pick your colours, haven't you?
Yeah.
And that's where that chart comes in again, that Josh has added into the mix. It was literally a last-minute thought that he had. So he's printed out some. He actually sent it to one of the buyers and got them to print them out.
That's frugal.
Which was very good. It was very good of him. So they are a brilliant idea. Just to plan your ideas out before you actually get to cutting any fabric. You can just kind of sketch in which ones are going to be which, and then away you go. Let me get this last one sewn. And then that just needs pressing square.
Yep.
And then this one will be exactly the same size as that one when it's pressed flat.
Yep.
You see? And then you are good to go.
Fab. Thank you, Hayley.
No problem.
Whole collection. If you want all of them, the large and the small templates, you'll get 34 in total. It's on screen. Oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Sorry. We have spread the cost, but if you want to go for it outright, it's £69.94. Or in half, there it is, 2 payments of £34.97. 20% of the complete collection has already gone, because I can tell you want it all. Item number is 067070. Okie dokie, just having a little look at them. And you do get the little rings so that you can keep them together, which is jolly marvellous. Are we coming to this one? Now, fat quarter fast track ruler.
I'm coming to this one.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, actually,
yes.
I'm going to sit back down for 1 second. I am going to very quickly run to the green room to show you the instructions. So it's only down the corridor, I'll be 2 minutes. So I can show you the instructions for this one properly, because this one, I think, is going to blow people's minds. Run. I love it. I'm running, I'm running.
Run, can you bring me back some chocolate? No, just joking. Now, have a look on the website, because, of course, you can shop by brand. You can go to Craft Yourself Silly, of course. There are all the templates, but there's loads more that you'll find. If templates aren't your thing, Hayley often brings to us, you know, those proggy kits. There's, what else should we, loads of materials, obviously. So have a look, shop by brand. There you go. There's some of those lovely, I love these templates. There's some turtle templates. I love what you can do with those. They're fabulous. Higgledy-piggledy. That's quite difficult to say there. Marvellous. She's back. She's back. There you go.
A little bit of a runabout.
Tell us about this fast track then, because I'm intrigued.
So I'm going to do these so we can get them on the overhead, because I think that's going to help out Marcus on this one. So the fast quarter fast track is quite a nifty little ruler, this one. So I should really take the plastic off this one, but we'll do it in a second. So what you do is you've got a two...
You're out of breath.
Dear me. So it's a 2.5 inch width ruler. So first of all, if you want to cut strips for jelly rolls, so jelly roll size strips, it's the perfect size to do that. Yeah. But if you cut 2.25 inch strips, like it's got on here, which all you do is you just ignore that first line, because we've put the seam allowance lines on here. Do you know what? I'm going to pull this off and put it against some black so you can see. So that, if I pull that off, you can see we've got a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way around this. Yeah. So if you go from the edge to that bottom line there, before you get to the edge of the ruler, that's your 2.25 inch. Yeah. So you cut your strips, you sew the strips together in alternating colours. Then you turn it 45 degrees, and using the 45-degree angles that are etched into the ruler, you then cut the whole piece into strips. Right. Then those strips you cut down each side, and you'll end up, I think it's about 60-something half square triangles.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you're doing a quilt that needs lots and lots of, you know, the same thing, or lots and lots of half square triangles, you can do that. Okay. With this really, really quickly, because you're basically sewing them together into rows, and then it's just clever cutting that's going to get you them into half square triangles. Lovely. But it does not only do that. Oh. Oh, yes. Hang on. I need this one next. If you wanted your kind of half square triangle with 2 1/4 square triangles, you can do that as well. So you take some small strips, your half width strips, and then your longer strips, both the same distance high. So you're still looking at your 2.5 inches, which is 2.25 inches, sorry, which is from the edge of the ruler to one of those bottom edges, to the bottom kind of score line that's on there. You then sew some of those into strips, which you then cut it back down again into your 2.25, yes, and then put them in the same way as you did. If I put that there, so you can see the same way as you did there, you'd sew them in alternate strips. Now, if you want all of your triangles to come out the same, so you always want, you know, your dark one on the left and your light one on the right and your big one on the top, then you lay them out this way. Right. If you want them to alternate, so the side on which the triangles go switches, then you just pivot those strips around. Can you see the dark green's gone from that corner to that corner? Once you've done that and you've sewn them together, you again just cut through all the way down, and the strips on there will line up exactly. See the red lines on there are lining up exactly with those lines there, because it's all measured out for you. And then what you do is cut those strips using, again, same ruler, down into those little sections, and that will give you those little kind of 1/4 square triangles. But it not only does that.
Hey, this is cool.
if you then go for your full checkerboard effect, so it's exactly the same principle as we had before. Cut them into strips, sew the strips together, and then cut those and sew them as alternating colours like a checkerboard, then that will give you all of your little hourglass shaped pieces. And these are all 2 inches, so it will only do one size, it will only do 2-inch squares. So, well, it'll come out as a, I think it comes out as a 2.5-inch strip, but it'll come out as a finished 2-inch size for you. Yeah. But it'll cut loads all in one hit for you.
It's very clever.
Well, you still have to do the cutting.
From this little ruler. But it's amazing. Well, it's not little, you know what I mean.
Your instructions will also not be this big. These are just this big, so you can see them on the telly.
Oh, okay.
Yours will be normal, like, size that you can put in a folder and stuff.
Yeah.
You know. Because that would just be bonkers, wouldn't it? Sending out massive... Well, it's a massive ruler, I suppose.
Just wrap it around.
Yeah, just wrap them around. There you go, bit of post-it, bit of packaging. Don't throw them out, you need these.
Well, you're liking this. You've only just seen it. We're already approaching 20. Gosh, that's
We're going to do... I've got some bits cut, but I haven't got all of my bits cut for this, so I'm going to do this one in the next hour.
OK.
So if you want to see this in action, we'll do that one in the next hour. I've already prepped my demos for this hour. We have to do the things I've got.
Love that, love that.
And minor tantrum.
Yeah. And it's very reasonably priced, only $11.99. Look at that. That's just blown my mind a little bit. 20% of the stock gone. Item number is 100104. Now, we have more templates. Right, so these are the alphabets and numbers templates.
Right, OK, should we do them ones?
Yeah.
OK, so exactly the same principle as the other ones. You can get a 10-inch block and you can get a 5-inch block. So that's what your big ones and your little ones do. You've got some samples just underneath there. Yes. Ah. So what we've done is designed, I think it's 16 different shapes. And using those 16 different shapes, you can make all of the letters and all of the numbers.
Oh, brilliant.
So if you want to add them into your designs, then you absolutely can. So there's no kind of paper piecing and kind of folding of anything. These are all ones that you can get within your letters and number templates.
I like you've done 2 to make sure you've done both cats
that
and
was Patty that's done those for us.
Yeah.
So she's she's evened it out. Yeah, she's made sure that we've been fair.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
The first couple of pages just take you through the orientation of the templates, because what we've done is, have I got one over here? I think I put everything away in drawers very tidily and then I can't find what I've got. Yes, OK, these are the ones I need. So I'll show you the bigger one.
You've wrapped it up like a sandwich.
Well, no, it's not me that wraps them up like a sandwich. It's Stephen, who packs them for me, wraps them up so we know that they all go in the same set.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're not the ones I'm thinking. Have I picked up the old set? Because the sets that we have should have front and back etched on them. But when you see them, front actually reads front ways and back reads backwards. I'm not sure if it's every single template or if it's just a couple of them. So I might have a little dig about in there in a minute, but not right this second. And then what it does is it creates templates that have enough space to put a piece either side to make it back up to your 10-inch block. If you want, so that means if you want to write longer words, you can kind of do that without taking up a full block. So if I flip these over, then you've got super duper clear instructions. So it tells you all of the blocks you need, and what colour you need to cut them out of, so your foreground or your background colour, and then it shows you which order you need to sew them together in to make it easy to join on, because sometimes if you kind of sew them just randomly together, you're going to get awkward joints. But what this does is it tells you exactly which ones you should be sewing together and in which order, and it takes you through all of your letters and all of your numbers, and even my nemesis, the letter Q's in here. Oh, it took me a week to sort that out.
A whole week for a Q.
Now you see, you're thinking, well, that doesn't seem that hard. Try it. Try it. And not because I was trying to not add a 17th template in.
Bless you.
Because the bits were getting so tiny. I just thought, no, I'm not doing it. I must persevere and do it. But all of your letters, all of your numbers in one section. Obviously, the booklet comes with either set that you get, but you've got everything in there that you need.
Excellent.
And they may be slightly wrapped up like a sandwich, but that's just so we make sure we keep everything together for you. Yeah. It's sensible. Yeah. Honestly, it's sensible.
Right then, you are looking at the larger option then of the. We'll just bring
that's the alphabet and digit templates.
Okay. Yes. Alphabet. That sounds more.
Well, it says numbers on mine, but they've named it digits, so we'll go with it.
Yeah. Why not? £26.99 then for the larger option. Your item number is 968316. Then we've got the smaller option of the alphabet and digits. It looks really diddy.
That's the Q one.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's your nemesis.
It is my nemesis.
£18.99. Item number is 709682. However, where the majority of you are going is for the whole bundle, the large and the small. And you can personalise then, which is fabulous.
Yeah, you can personalise. We've got, you've got a couple over there. Oh, I've left the other sample over there. Heather's done us one with some letters in as well. It says hope. It's somewhere down there. We'll get it for the next hour. It's all fine.
Okay.
So we will be using those ones. Probably that's planned in for tomorrow at 4 for those ones as well. Yeah. We've got them all over the shop because there's so many to get through. Yeah. I have actually had to plan demos. We can't just, you know, it's not that I don't plan demos. I'd just like to clarify that. It's not that I don't plan demos. It's just sometimes, you know, they'll say to you, oh, this is busy. Can you do this instead? And things just go out of the window. Yeah. But there's so many to get through. I've got to do it.
Cool. Right, so she's
you know what they've done, don't you?
Yeah, they've just gone,
well, actually, this nice, see all these bits that I have prepped, the demo that I have ready, they've just said, actually, the other one's really busy, can you do that one?
Oh, okay, we've got an update on the fast track.
Okay.
The Fat Quarter fast track, yeah, half the stock's gone. Just £11.99, 100104. It's because you explained it so well as well.
Oh, I showed pictures.
As well, you know what I mean.
I showed pictures. Okay, I'm going to have to take the plastic off this now because I need to be able to see through it to be able to do the cutting that we need to do. So what does actually help, I know we've got these on the show, is a big mat for this one because this is over 60 centimetres on the ruler, which is longer than you get most rulers. So it is, oh, I should have peeled these off first. So yes, we've got the giant Crafter's Dream cutting mat, and this is a whopper, but really, really useful for using with this kind of thing. So one more, there we go. It's a good job I've got a bin today, isn't it? You don't always get a bin. Don't always get a bin. Right, so first of all, I'm going to just square this up on my board because that will always help you. And where's I've got the Fiskars 45 one, the little swivelly one today. So do we want to, yes, we'll swivel it round. Yes, we'll swivel it round. Oh, I've got to remember how to get there we go, we're off. I'm all set up left-handed now, hang on, let me just I'm right-handed, so let's go the right way round. So, fabric lined up on the board. I'm just going to use this to take the salve edge off first. And we are going to go for, should we do the half squares, the half triangles first, and start with the basics? Okay. Okay, so now that's off, I'm going to shuffle that ruler along just to match up with that first. If I just push it back a bit, you'll see. Can you see there's that first little etched line there? Oh, okay, yeah. That's the one I'm matching it up with. So that first etched line gets matched up with the edge of the fabric. And then I cut that off. Now, again, I've got myself back to front here again, haven't I? But I'm going to swivel it back round. Okay. I'm so frightened of rotary cutters. I'm going to swivel it back round. Yeah, be careful. Oh, I've got a bit of a wonky bit there. That's because where I started. So let me just trim that bit off. You can see my hands shaking using this. I get so nervous when.
Oh,
but you could just literally, I could, if I didn't want to use the rotary cutter, I'm using it because they've given me one, but I could just draw a line with a pen and cut it out with scissors if I wanted to. I'm happier this way around, and I'm just making sure I've moved my fingers out of the way.
Yeah.
So that is my first 2 1/4 inch strip. Now I want to make 3 or 4. These are based on fat quarters, because you can see this is a fat quarter that I'm using here, and it's plenty long enough to cut either side, and also width-wise it's plenty long enough to go either side as well. And what it's designed to do is take, you know, 2 fat quarters and do a cut and sew them all together and cut them all in one hit with one ruler without having to go and find half a dozen different things. So I'm going to cut another couple of these, and then I'm going to do the same again in another colour. It won't be as big as a full sheet, but it'll get us going. So let me go for that one, and then we'll have one more, and then I'll cut another 2 in the purple, I think. There we go. Let me just cut this one.
Okay. 2/3 of the stock has now gone with our fat quarter fast track ruler.
And we're going to go for its little friend here. Now, is that the same? Yeah, that's the same width. Splendid. So let's take that salve edge off again. Oh, I'm the wrong way round.
Bless you. Did you mean to chuck one of the other strips on the floor?
Not really, no. Thanks for that, though.
It's all right. After you've cut it so beautifully.
This could do with a press first, but we've been on the fly. Thanks, Charlotte. Okay, and then I'm going to come back the other way, because we're going to be cutting it across that direction, because we want it to be the same length. That's what's important, is we kind of start off with the same length. I'll trim these down, I think, because I've obviously picked up a slightly different size ruler there. So we will straighten off that edge.
Okay.
I'm going to just do it the other way so I can see what I'm doing.
70% of the stock has gone. Very, very popular ruler.
Okay, so, sorry, I was concentrating.
That's all right. I'd rather you be safe.
Thanks. I would rather it too. So, right, now I'm straight, and I've got my straight edge there. Pop that on there, and using just a ruler up to that first 1/4 inch. Get that lined up, and then cut that one. And then we're going to do another. I did 3 of the first one, didn't I?
Were.
Where's my little scissors gone? That's fine. So I'm going to have to press one of these or 2 of these just to make sure we get them nice and flat. So let's go for a second one. Get that edge lined up against there. Oh, I didn't cut that very straight, did I? It was well wobbly.
Well, 80%'s gone.
See, this is why I should have pressed it first, because that's not sitting flat now. There we go. And remember, if you don't want to, I'm measuring 2 1/4 because this is designed to make your fat, your half square triangles, or your 1/4 square triangles, or your hourglass shapes. If you just want to cut jelly roll strips, this is the right width to go with a half folded piece of fabric straight all the way down.
Cool.
And I know that sometimes rulers can be a little bit slippy on fabric, so what we've also got is some sticky, not slippy plastic sheets, which you can add to the back of your rulers to stop them. See, that was my fault there. I went too quick, and I see what I've done. I've gone right off the edge. I'm going to do that again. I was too quick for my own good. It's because I'm scared of it. I just want rid of it.
I know. You've done now. You've done now.
Just want rid of it. Oh, that was the most stressful thing I think I've ever done.
Oh, sweetie. Have you put the catch on though, just to be safe?
Yes, everything is safe now. So I'm going to start just sewing these together, alternate strips, and we're going to press them out as we go. I'll trim these excess pieces off when we get to the end. So I'm just going to start quickly sewing these together so we can show you how the ruler works once you've got them sewn together.
We are now limited stock on the ruler. Limited stock, it's on screen for you, £11.99. It's a good little ruler, isn't it? Item number is 100104. You check out your basket. And if you've got any questions for Hayley, as ever, send your questions to studio@hochanda.com.
As long as it's please, can you not? As long as it's not please, can you cut more stuff with a rotary cutter?
No, it won't be that.
I don't know why it stresses me out so much.
Do you need a drink of water?
No, I'm all right. I'll be fine. I've got some juice in the car. I'll get that after. Okay, so all I'm going to do now, it's not very exciting, I'm going to put these strips together. If we don't get a chance to start cutting them up again within this hour, then we'll do it literally for... Might need to sort that out.
We have technically sold out now of the ruler. Thank you very much for buying. However, Charlotte can get some for you on extended delivery. A week's delay, because obviously Hayley needs to, well, get more stock, basically. So a week's delay.
Well, it's Steve-O that's got to do the work, to be fair.
Oh.
Steve-O's got to cut them all, hasn't he?
I don't know all these people. The only person I know is Big Neil. How's he doing?
He's still there. Yeah, he's fine.
There, Big Neil.
He's still there. It was just my bottom bobbin had run out and it had got itself in a little bit of a knotty mess. So unfortunately, I'm going to need a second to sort that out.
Okie dokie. Like I said, back on extended delivery for your Fat Quarter Fast Track, and it's back on screen. So a week's delay. There you go. It's £11.99. It's from the 26th of January. That's when it will be dispatched. Item number is 100104. Something else you might want to add to your baskets. There it is. This is the. So you're getting 4 of them, and they're A4 non-slip plastic grids. That is £11.99. Item. Oh, should it?
Yeah, it should be grip.
Not grid.
But can I show you how non-slip it is?
Yeah.
It's so non-slip, I can't get out the bag. Can you see how it's it's stuck itself to the plastic?
You'll have to cut the pack open.
It hasn't even got. I haven't got the layer off it yet. But can you see? It's kind of gripped itself to the plastic bag. You can get it out. Obviously, it's just makes it more grippy. So that comes out. It's a plastic sheet, and then you just cut the size you want. So if you've got specific rulers that you want to use it for, then you can cut it to the size of the ruler. Or if you want to just cut 1/4 inch strips off, so don't use your fabric rotary cutter, or use guillotine or something, and just 1/4 inch strips off it, and then you can just put it round the seam allowance edge to just then hold it and stop it slipping. Okay. But we'll use that properly a little bit later. I just need to, first of all, I keep getting distracted from fixing what I should be fixing. Sorry. Carry on, Alex. I'm sorry I interrupted.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. We've changed the graphics. It's the non-slip plastic grip. I can't say it. I nearly said plastic, and I was like, that's not right either.
It's quite posh, though.
Yeah, plastic. We've got the rotary cutter for you if you like rotary cutters, and it does. I think that comes with a spare blade, doesn't it? Replacement blade. £6 saving. £16.99. Very busy this hour. 576423. We've also got a cutting mat for you. 60 by 45 centimetres. £14.99. Item number is 248852. Right then, coming back to our complete collection, which is all of this. So you'll get your large templates, which can give you the noughts and crosses, the splendid spirals, and also your thank you. And you get the little rings to keep them together. And also then the same ones here, again, noughts and crosses, linked loops, and the Splendid spirals, there. The complete collection is £69.94. You can spread the cost, 2 payments of £34.97. Item number is 067070. There you go. How are you doing?
I'm fixed.
She's off.
Now what had happened was there wasn't a lot of thread left on my bottom bobbin.
Yeah.
So it started to kind of jiggle its way around a little bit, and it had just looped itself round and then got itself all taffled up. But I have rewound a bobbin and we're off. We're off. So the first step on this is so simple. You do need to use a 1/4 inch seam allowance though. Obviously the measurements on the ruler do rely on a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So that is my first one on. So I can chain, you can see there's my little bits I didn't pull out properly. So I'm going to put all this together as pairs and then add all of those pairs together into the hole. Where's the one I chucked on the floor?
I think it's got stuck under your seat.
Okay, I'll find that in a minute then. We'll worry about that later, shall we?
Okay. We might not get time, we only got 5 minutes.
Future Hayley problem, that is. Current Hayley's just sewing strips together.
Okay.
She can manage that. That's within my my wheelhouse, that one. So, I'm going to get all of these sewn together and then press these apart as you go, because it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. And you do want to press these apart, I will say, because when you're going through, there's a tiny little fly, when you're going through with the rotary cutter to cut these, or you're going to mark them with your maybe a heat raisable marker or something to before you cut them out, then do press these apart, because then you're only going through 2 layers on each side.
Right. If
you press them to one side or the other, then you've got single layer and then suddenly a big chunk of 3 layers.
Yeah.
So it does make sense to just press these open. Got it. There was a tiny little fly. I'm very sorry. It was really getting on my nerves. There you go. So that's 2 together. And then we'll take those 2, press them both. I'll just finger press them for now. And then I'm going to join those together. And then what we'll be able to do is, I wonder if we can just get it so we can see it lining up now. Because obviously remember, you've still got an extra 1/4 inch to come off these. So once you've got them together, you want to put them on that kind of diagonal, on that 45 degrees, so then you can keep your ruler straight. I want this 45 degrees though. Keep your ruler straight, and can you see, if I line that one up with the centre, how you can just see that one, which is a 1/4 inch off that edge, and this bottom one here, which is once it's pressed, is a 1/4 inch off this edge. So once they're sewn on, those kind of dividers will line up absolutely with the different sections, and then you can cut that off, cut it off at the bottom, and then once you've done that, you can turn that round and cut the other way, and then you've got your exact half square triangles. But we'll get some more pieces put together and we'll do it properly in the next hour, because I know you want to do this one. So I will change things round.
Charlotte just said, thank you.
Change things round and we will do it. So I'm just going to press these open properly so that we can get it put together correctly and get it working as it should.
Cool.
So it's definitely worth pressing these open though, because as I said, otherwise, especially if you're using a rotary cutter, you're going through 1 layer and then you're going through a huge kind of chunk. So I'm going to line these up so that these blue bits line up, because they're my shorter bits. I can always trim these extra long pieces off, and then I'm going to sew those 2 together. And then at least we'll have 4 together to start, so it's showing how the ruler works. I'll try and get all 6 together so we can start cutting through it for the next one.
Lovely, sounds good. Yes, if you tune in at 8 o'clock, then you can see Hayley
Yes, we'll get to this one at 8 o'clock. It wasn't planned for this hour, but it's okay. We're okay. We can do it. We can do it.
Just while you're sewing that then, here is the Fat Quarter Fast Track. There you go, for £11.99. It's back on extended delivery from the 26th of January, 100104. And just to finish off, we have got a one-day special. We have got another smaller bundle, but the majority of you are going for the full collection, where you'll be able to do some fabulous patterns. You'll be able to make your noughts and crosses, your splendid spirals, and your linked loops. I couldn't think of the word.
The one you keep forgetting.
I know, I don't know why. It's because I can't really read upside down. It's because from these two I can see from the side, but this is upside down.
That one's fully upside down.
Yeah, that's why.
So the whole way that these work is you're actually getting enough to make 6 completely different blocks. In the one day special, you get 6 completely different blocks, but when you pair some of those blocks together, then you can create those really interesting patterns like the one behind me there, which creates those kind of conjoined loops that link into each other.
I really like that one.
They're fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to do before they distracted me with this.
The lady doth protest.
Yes, I do. I'll still do it. I'll whinge about it, but I'll still do it.
2 payments of £34.97 is the price, or you can go for it outright, £69.94. You do get all your instructions, and you'll get the templates as well that have been popped in. And I like your idea about laminating those templates.
It's Josh's. I can't take credit for that one.
Okay. There you go. Item number is 067070. Thanks, Hayley.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Make sure you join her at 8 o'clock. Right, more coming up next.